UFC 306 is tomorrow. Guys, MFC here. I want to go through the entire card with you guys, telling you my picks. You know, for every fight, I'm a mystic. You got to trust me. What I say is going to happen, literally to the T. So, without further ado, well, let's just get through it. Starting on with the early prelims, Raul Rosas Jr. versus Aro Chilang. I'm sorry if I really fuck up these names. I'm really trying my best to pronounce these names. But yeah, Aro Chilang, he's a Chinese fighter. I've been saying this for a while now. I just released a video, like recently, a couple days ago, about Raul Rosas Jr. and what I think about him and what I feel the future will hold for him. But yeah, this should be a layup for him. It's an absolute can that Raul Rosas is fighting in this fight. He should really get it done in one. I don't see it any other way. I'm gonna be spicy and say he gets it done on the feet, but I'm not totally sure. He could get it done on the ground. Raul Rosas's grappling is really smart, so he could end up getting a takedown and just end it in the first by a submission. But I'm gonna be spicy. I'm gonna go TKO because I think submission is the favorite, but I'm not totally sure. But I'm gonna go TKO. Raul Rosas, first round TKO against this absolute can. All right, and then, now we're in the actual prelims. The first fight up, Edgar Chairez versus Joshua Van. This fight, I think it's good, especially good for Edgar Chairez. He's the favorite, and I am going to choose him. I think Joshua Van's way too slow, and I think Edgar Chairez is going to piece him up on the feet. If I had to give you guys a specific way of the fight ending, I'm gonna go with a late fight TKO. I'll go with a late fight TKO. I think I'll go with a third round TKO with Edgar Chairez TKOing Joshua Van in the third round, because Edgar Chairez's striking is really smart. I just watched a bunch of fights he fought, and he's really smart. Joshua Van's a tough guy too. He's a tough fighter, but he looks way too slow for a guy like Edgar Chairez. So yeah, next up is a women's MMA match. It's Yasmin Jauregui versus Ketlen Souza. Yasmin's the heavy favorite against Ketlen. I think so many people are choosing Yasmin to win. She's smart. She's really, her striking is really good. She looks really put together, really tight. And then, I haven't really seen many knockouts in women's MMA. So I don't think it's going to be like a TKO. I think it's likely still going to be a war. Like, I think it's going to be a back and forth, like really nice exchanges. Things might get bloody, like, stuff like that. Despite all that, though, I'm going to go with Ketlen Souza winning this. I've seen Ketlen's fights. She's got that really kind of hunched over kickboxing style. And I see some power in her hands. I like Ketlen's chances. I know Ketlen is like the heavy underdog. Like, I'm telling you, everybody's going with fucking Yasmin to win this fight. Ketlen's the heavy underdog for this. I'm still going to go with her, though. I think Ketlen's going to win. And that's a big risk, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. You know what I'm saying? It's Vegas. It's odds. It's money. It's a risk. Go big or go home. Go big or get your ass home. Next up, Manuel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes. This is a really cool fight. Manuel Torres has some hands, man. He has some pretty good striking, man. That being said, though, Ignacio Bahamondes has kicks. This guy can kick like Yair Rodriguez could kick. His kicks are nasty, man. Like, he could really find his opponent, in the soft spots, in the weak spots with them heavy ass kicks. So, that being said, Manuel Torres is still the favorite. Bahamondes is the underdog for this fight, but I'm gonna go with Ignacio Bahamondes. I'm gonna go with the underdog. It's not by big odds. I think there's like a 16-point differential between the favorite and the underdog. Ignacio isn't Bahamondes isn't an underdog by that much. But still, I'm gonna go with Bahamondes. His kicks are really, really nice, and I feel like it's better to use those kicks, especially when at range. Manuel Torres, again, he's got power in his hands. He's got really good striking. He could find your chin, but when you're fighting at range, you rather use your legs. Your legs are gonna reach your opponent before your hands do. So I'm gonna give it to Ignacio Bahamondes. His kicks look beautiful, really, really lethal. And then the final fight of the prelims is Irene. I think her name is Irene Aldana. I think her name is pronounced Irene, versus Norma Dumont. Irene is the favorite, especially I guess because it's the whole Mexican theme too. Also because she's really good. Her boxing is really tight, looks really nice. Reminds me of fucking Brandon Moreno in there. I'm not gonna lie to you. She has really nice and tight boxing, but Norma Dumont has like that animal fire in her, bro. She was in that fucking MMA meme, the popular MMA meme, where one girl is running from the other in a cage in a UFC fight. She's the one that's running after the girl. Like she's in that meme, bro. She's in the meme for a reason, brother. Come on, you got to think about that. Norma Dumont has that fire, bro. She has that fire. She is the underdog, granted, but I'm gonna go with Norma Dumont, bro. She's young. I'm going with a lot of underdogs here for this card. I'm gonna go with Norma Dumont. Irene Aldana's boxing, again, very tight, very nice defense. I understand why she's the favorite, but Norma, bro, she's got that fire. I think she's gonna bring it. Again, I don't really see many TKOs and flat out knockouts in women's MMA. I think most of the time they're pretty much like all out wars and a lot of point fighting and submissions and stuff like that. But I think, this fight is gonna go the full 5. And I think Norma Dumont wins it by decision. I think she's just gonna have that fire in her and win it by decision. But I just realized, looking back at this, I don't think I gave a prediction for the last 2 fights I covered. So for Manuel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes, I'm going to go with Ignacio Bahamondes by. I'll give him a decision win. I think he's going to utilize his kicks, get a lot of points with the successful kicks that he throws, and he'll win it by decision. Because I'm not really sure about TKOs happening in this fight. And then with Ketlin Souza, I want her to win. I think she's gonna win by decision. I would predict her winning by decision. And then I don't even know if I gave a prediction, like a specific for Edgar Chairez versus Joshua Van. I got Edgar Chairez winning by 3rd round TKO. Or maybe I did tell you guys that already. But anyway, finally, we're moving to the main card. Main card, first fight of the night, Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Ode Osbourne. Ode Osbourne, bro, I'm not going to lie to you, he's garbage. And he's garbage because of one thing. It's his defense, bro. His hands get embarrassingly low, like, a lot of the time in his fights. And that's what leads him to end up fucking, like, just face flat on the canvas, bro. So, that's what I think is going to happen against Ronaldo Rodriguez. Against Ronaldo Rodriguez. That being said, Ronaldo Rodriguez is not much of a striker. He really likes to grapple. That's what I've really seen throughout most of his fights. So I feel like if Ronaldo has worked, like he says he's worked on his striking, then he should be able to knock Ode Osbourne flat out. Just put him to sleep. Because, again, Ode's hands get so low. Keeping it in mind, Ode's striking is not bad. He's able to find his opponent's chin sometimes, but again, his hands get so low when he tries to find their chins. So that gives that gives Ronaldo Rodriguez a great advantage if he wants to, get into an exchange with Ode and find his chin. He should be able to find his chin easily because of how low his hands are. So I think the fight's going to end with Ronaldo Rodriguez getting, since he's been working on his boxing, I'll go with a 3rd round TKO. I'll go 2nd round. 2nd round TKO, Ronaldo Rodriguez, 2nd round TKO against Ode Osbourne. I don't see Ode Osbourne winning in any facet of this fight. Even if his striking was good, I think Ronaldo Rodriguez could bring this fight to the ground and submit him because, again, his grappling is really good. Rodriguez's grappling is really, really clean and nice. Ode Osbourne is a complete can. Moving on, Daniel Zellhuber versus Esteban Ribovics. This is a really good fight. I think this might get this might be like a runner-up for fight of the night. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a really good fight. Daniel Zellhuber is smooth. If there's one word I had to describe him as, it would be smooth. The guy, he knows what to do in them key situations, in those key moments of the fight. He knows what to do. Like, there was this one fight, his submission was so smooth. Like, he has excellent timing too and precision. It's really just timing. That's what it is. He has really excellent, precise timing. And then Esteban Ribovics, man, has great combinations. And he's just a really good fighter too. And he's got that highlight reel knockout where he flat out he lands like this head kick on this guy he fought, and the guy that he knocked out was just out like out. Like some fights, you see a knockout, the guy is like kind of out, but this guy was out. He was just laid out, head against the cage. His head was kind of like this. If I could, it was like this. This is the same expression on his face, like that. So, yeah, you can't really mess with or play around with Esteban Ribovics. So, I'm gonna give it to Daniel Zellhuber, and I'm gonna play it safe for this pick and say Daniel Zellhuber by decision. I think he's gonna be smart and just get the better clear hits, clear punches, clear kicks. He's gonna be able to land more than Esteban Ribovics is, man. Gosh, it might go to the ground. The fight might go to the ground, and maybe Zellhuber could get a smart submission that way. But again, that being said, Ribovics, great fighter too, really great fighter. But I think Zellhuber's got this one in the bag, and you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna go to decision win because I keep giving you guys too many decision predictions. I got Zellhuber with a knockout in the last round, not TKO in the last round. I think Zellhuber's gonna throw something really smart and just connect flat out on Ribovics. Next fight. These are the final 3 fights of the main card. But next fight is Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes, man. Brian Ortega, love him, UFC legend. Like, he's going down in history as a really, really great fighter, especially in the featherweight division. He has that excellent fight against Volkanovski, where he almost had Volkanovski in a submission. He's got excellent submission game, ground game on point. He was able to submit Yair Rodriguez. I could go on and on about Brian Ortega's greatness. That being said, I do have Diego Lopes knocking Brian Ortega flat out in the first round. Yeah, I'll go knockout. I won't say TKO. I'll just go flat out knockout because Brian Ortega has zero stand up. Like he could fight, and I have the utmost respect for anybody who makes the walk to the octagon. But again, we're talking about Diego Lopes, who goes all out in the first round, throwing crazy shit like Charles Oliveira used to do. And I see him throwing something that really flat out connects against Brian Ortega, who, again, I don't really trust his stand-up, especially as much as I trust Diego Lopes' stand-up. If this fight were to go to the ground, though, I do have Brian Ortega just one notch up on Diego Lopes with ground game. So Brian Ortega could win it there, but I think Diego Lopes is going to keep this fight off the ground, and he's going to finish Ortega on the feet in the first round. I'm going to say that, bro, because Diego Lopes is like that. Diego Lopes is just like that. I would love to see a Diego Lopes versus Ilia Topuria fight. Next up, we got our co-main Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko. These two are absolute legends of the sport. Utmost respect for both of these women. That being said, I'm going to give it to the kickboxing of Shevchenko. Alexa Grasso is a great fighter, don't get me wrong, but Shevchenko is that fighter, bro. Shevchenko, ooh, man, Shevchenko has got it. Shevchenko has got it. Yeah. Grasso is the favorite, but again, this is a Mexican-themed card, so a lot of these Mexican fighters are favorites. But again, I got Shevchenko. Shevchenko's the underdog in this fight, and I can't turn away from her, bro, especially in this fight. I'll go with Shevchenko by decision. A lot of these women's MMA matches, I really think often really go to decision, so I got Shevchenko going to decision. And last but not least, I know this video has ran on long enough. This is probably my longest UFC video ever. Thank you all for staying with me. If you're here, if you're still here watching, you're a legend. Sean O'Malley, Merab Dvalishvili. I've posted 4 videos on this fight. That's how much passion I have for this fight and how bad I want to see this fight, because, it's the fight game and anything can happen. So as much as I say something's going to happen one way, it could absolutely happen the other. That being said, We got Sean O'Malley, rising champion. He's already champion now, but he's trying to become a rising legend. He did stupidly say that he's close to overshadowing Conor McGregor as the most entertaining fighter ever, and that's complete fucking garbage, bullshit, wrong. Sean O'Malley is miles away from Conor McGregor in terms of entertainment, and he's got years to work on that. So he's got a long way to go before he could start saying stuff like that. And then Merab Dvalishvili, who's been tearing through a bunch of bantamweight fighters. His pressure is unmatched. His cardio is unmatched. His energy is unmatched. His takedown and wrestling IQ unmatched. He's really just able to tire his opponent out and drag him into deep waters. The longer the fight goes, the more tired his opponent gets, and he just takes complete advantage. We're talking about the guy who had Henry Cejudo, Olympic wrestler, Olympic gold medal wrestler, over his back. That's the type of guy we're talking about here. So he's a monster, and he is amazing. He no doubt will be a legend, especially because of how entertaining he is on Instagram. So, again, he's special. He's special. That being said, for this fight, Sean O'Malley is going to knock Merab out in the second round. There's no way around it. I don't think the fight's happening any other way. The first round will be a little bit of a foreplay thing. Both fighters are going to feel each other out. Merab might get a takedown or two. O'Malley will still be in it and will still be focused, and he may land a couple shots on Merab that one of them might wobble Merab, but maybe not. But they'll land. I think Sean O'Malley's going to land a couple shots on Merab just to find his range. Merab, again, will get a couple takedowns, but then as soon as that second round starts, O'Malley's gonna have Merab at distance. Merab's gonna, kind of lose patience and rush in for another takedown because we all know he likes to spam takedowns. And as he rushes in, O'Malley's gonna move back, throw that crazy hard cross, and land directly on the chin of Merab. And Merab is going to go to sleep. He's gonna be asleep. Merab is going to sleep. I cannot stress this enough. Merab is going to be taking a nap in the second round of this fight. And it's only going to boost Sean O'Malley's stardom. And Merab will probably bounce back. But, this is going to be a big blemish on his record because Merab is going to sleep in the second round. It's happening. It's just happening. Get used to it. Merab is going to sleep. He's just going to sleep. But anyway... Sean O'Malley is going to knock Merab out in the second round. That's how it is, and he has to do it. And I've said this in every video that I've made based off of this fight. But if Sean O'Malley doesn't get it done in round 2, then try to get on Vegas odds and just throw your money at Merab Dvalishvili winning the fight by decision, because if Sean O'Malley does not get the fight done in round 2 via TKO, he's gonna get tired. He's going to get tired, and then Merab is going to spam takedowns, get a bunch of takedowns on Sean O'Malley if this fight goes to the 4th and 5th, and then Merab will just win by decision because O'Malley's just going to be so damn tired in the championship rounds, heaving and hunching his back over and swaying his arms and not really knowing what to do with himself because Merab is going to be in front of his face, bouncing around like Merab does, level changing, throwing some stuff and then level changing again, throw some stuff, go for a takedown, bring Sean O'Malley down, and then, rinse and repeat if Sean O'Malley is able to get back up from that takedown. And Sean O'Malley will not have an answer for it if this fight goes to the championship rounds. And by championship rounds, I mean 4th and 5th rounds. So Sean O'Malley has to get this fight done in the second round via TKO or flat out KO, or this fight is going to go to Merab, or Merab is going to get the bantamweight championship belt if this fight goes to the championship rounds. That's just what it is, okay? So, for the full fight, I'm still picking Sean O'Malley to win via TKO in the second round. But if it goes past that, make sure to to take your money out of that bet, or take some more money and just put it all on Merab winning the fight by decision. That's my whole rundown of UFC 306, the entire card. Let's see how my picks do. And yeah, hit me back with what you think of him. Let me know in the comments. Love you guys. MFC out.